Good people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Some day ago, we showed you a video where Wiki was overly angry with Ijaw National Congress for demanding um, Dagogo, who is their son, to be released within 48 hours. In other words, he was given 48 hours to release Dagogo. And in that video, he said, Thunder, Fire, INC, and the ultimatum. That particular video went viral. But guess what? INC has decided to respond, and that response is via an action, even as they call for something from Wiki himself. But before we give you full details of the news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the highest Ijaw sociocultural organization, the Ijaw National Congress (INC), yesterday announced its decision to withdraw the support for Rivers State Governor h0ck Wike in his presidential ambition. The INC, in a statement yesterday by a member of the National Representative Council (INC), Elder Christopher Abaruwi, called on politicians who had declared support for Wike's presidential ambition to withdraw it until he tenders an unreserved apology to the leadership of INC, Ijaw Youth Council, and the entire Ijaw nation. According to Abaruwe, the office of the governor of a state and the president is supposed to be occupied by persons who are considered by those who voted him into office in the first place as being among the best in terms of their ability to manage success. He said, there is a popular saying that you know a person better when you give him power. Governor Nyesom Wike has not disappointed those who helped him to be governor, as he has turned himself into a complete public nuisance with the way and manner he quickly insults people at the least provocation. This drift into uncivilized and uncouth adventure by a state governor is, in our opinion, unacceptable, undeserving, and outrightly condemnable. The recent outburst in a church of all places by Governor Wike against the Ijaw National Congress (INC) and the Ijaw Youth Council is a clear case of man whose mental state has to be interrogated. That's a serious statement there. It is highly unacceptable for a man occupying the most exalted position of governor of Rivers State to use derogatory words like Thundervalue in a church that is supposed to be congregated by decent people and respected workers in the Lord's vineyard. This is a clear indication that the governor lacks the moral compass to manage a state, not to talk of his delusional attempt to occupy the most exalted position in Nigeria. How will he feel to ask for the vote of delegates of Ijaw extraction from Delta, Edo, Rivers, and Delta State, whom he wants fire to thunder to fire? Governor Wike should better still allow his aides to do what he is shamelessly doing now, as the job of an attack dog does not in any way fit into the job description of a state governor. We wonder how comfortable this governor is with him having issues with almost everything around him except for his bloated ego. There is a popular rule in boxing that requires a boxer with a longer reach and height to come down to the level of a shorter opponent to hit his target. In the process, the shorter man has an advantage to hit the face of the taller opponent with ease. Wiki should be knowledgeable enough to know that using gutter languages will force weaker opponents to dive into the gutter with him. He said no governor of Ijaw extraction had ever insulted the Equere the way Wike threw cautions to the wind to insult Ijaw at random. He asked him to come down from his high horse and build some moral decency and desist forthwith from insulting Ijaw people, as his becoming a governor was a function of some Ijaw persons lifting his head, legs, and hand. Abaruwi said his fellow Ikwere brother, Chibuike Amechi, the current Minister of Transportation, would have crushed him without the support of the Ijaws. Those were the words that they sent out to Governor Wike. And we all saw the video, what Governor Wike said. And I know that was out of provocation. He made the statement. But then it's expected, sometimes that you have to overlook a lot of things and possibly enroute it via one of your media aids and all of that. But then let me first of all look at what Nigerians have to say. This one says the way the North will come for the neck of Wike as soon as he completes his tenure will be bad. Obiano treatment will be a child's play. This one said, Wiki, the way you are going, I will advise you in your own interest to secure for yourself a senator's form from PDP so that immediately you drop your ban as the governor of Rivers State, you can pick up the senatorial position so that the watchdogs will not come after you because you have plagued the hearts of many. Another person here says Wike is going to relegation after 2023. Wike will be no more political. This one says Wike is not a governor of Rivers State. He is a governor of Ikwere people. 80% of his project is in Obio Okpo local government area. He insulted traditional rulers without remorse. His employment rate is zero. Wike for president. What a joke. This one here says Wike is going nowhere with or without INC. He should rather channel his energy to securing a senatorial seat. Someone here say Ijaw and Wike are the same. When the Bini boy was busy insulting Igbo Aborima in Rivers State, Ijaws and their co-travelers were applying him just because of their hate for Igbo people. Enough madness to go around, and finally enough madness for the mad. This one says Ijaw is the fourth largest tribe with land mass and size as big as the southeast of Nigeria. They unjustly balkanized Ijaw into 6 Nigerian states to weaken Ijaw unity. But INC is the Afenifere and Ohaneze Ndigbo equal of Ijaw. Ijaw produces over 90% of Nigerians' crude oil, but were unjustly balkanized into Ondo, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa Rivers, and Akwa Ibom states when all Ijaw areas are together and shape perfect boundaries with each other. Foot out of 350 tribes, no be small thing. Many Ijaws believe Ijaw are bigger than the fourth largest tribe. They don't cross creeks to count Ijaw towns. They only count Ijaw by proxy. Since democracy, only Ijaw have been deputy governor of Rivers State. Straight 23 years from one Ijaw to another. So many reactions coming from Nigerians. But, looking at this whole issue, I feel at this point that Governor Wike should have a reconsideration. But for me, that 48 hours ultimatum that they gave for me was like a threat to, the office of a governor. This is a governor we're talking about, not just an individual. So, first of all, I think that they should consider that and shouldn't try that again. But at the same time, I feel that Governor Wike should perfect his language because those language are not good enough for anybody. Anyone who hear you talk like that, link you up with some set of people who are not meant to occupy the position of a governor. Be that as it may, I just feel that at this point, this is not the right time to begin to trigger things, especially knowing that the Northerners are working and collaborating together. We should, as the southern part of Nigeria, try to work together so that at the end of the day, we can get what we want. And I know there's nothing in apology. If it's apology they're calling for, no qualms can be given. But then we should not try to exceed our bounds in terms of challenging leadership. That's where I like to leave it. What's your position on this? Let's interact in our comment section. Thank you very much and